Yashashi. Okay, hopefully no one saw that. Yikes. Yikes, I recorded that. Why? Oh god, let me just die of shame. Eh, no problem. I always wanted to do that since I've seen, since I began watching the anime Arslan Senki season 1, and I really wanted to do that. So let's forget about it. But what we are specifically talking about here, or are going to talk about in this following video here, is Arslan Senki season 2. Its full title would be Arslan Senki Fuujin Ranbu. This is the season 2, as I said, and by god, the awesomeness of it just keeps you in your seats. For those of you who are not aware of it or not aware of the history, Arslan Senki is based off a historical fiction novel series called The Heroic Legends of Arslan by Yoshiki Tanaka, which was published around 1986. Later, it got a manga adaptation around the years 1981 to 96. Sorry, 1991 to 1996. And again, it got another manga adaptation, a second manga adaptation in 2013 by Hiromu Arakawa. That's right. Yes, Hiromu Arakawa. Which as a result got adapted into an which got an anime adaptation for a full season when in 2015, and 2016 we see the season 2. So yes, well, the anime for both of course seasons was directed by Noriyuki Abe. He's my favorite, and I hope I pronounced Abe right. Well, I am a learner, I'm still learning Japanese, so if it's not the right pronunciation, do comment down below. I always encourage corrections because I like learning. Well, that aside, if you must ask, there was another anime adaptation. It was based off on the first manga adaptation around the 91-96 years, around those years. But sadly, that one didn't get a full season and was only limited to that short OVA series. But it's really good. So if you do get the chance, do see it. But yes, this time we are talking about the recent anime adaptation, the one that began in 2015, and we saw the sequel in 2016, and I loved it. The history lesson is over. People, Google it. Google has more information than I can give you. Anyway, as I said, this story is based off on a Persian legend about Prince Arslan and his crew. It's it's about his adventures really as he grows, as he becomes finds out what kind of a king he wants to be and what kind of a king his people want him to be. Along the road, he meets friends. He develops into a capable young person from, from a child. Okay, I'm not doing it right. It's more like he overcomes his weakness. He didn't really portray the characteristics that you would associate with a Persian. So we see him gradually develop into that role, into what his people would want him to be as their king, and the story the story is marvelously portrayed there. It's because because if he doesn't, well, the Lustanian army will definitely not let him live. And those clashes were definitely well portrayed. Really, I know I'm gushing. I promised myself I wouldn't gush, but this anime is really really good. It's really well. Okay, I'm gushing again. I know it's really amazing. I just have one bone to pick. Season 1 had 25 episodes, but season 2, God, God, only 8 episodes. Why 8 episodes? We want more, we want more, we want more, we want more. And please, we wanted more. I think pretty much I can convey what every one of us who's seen or who love Arslan Senki was thinking. Why only 8 episodes? And is this the last we see of them? Because that would really suck. That would really suck, and I don't want that to happen. Anyways, this is, as I said, it's a fiction, it's fantasy, it's history mixed in, and with slight hints of paranormal and the supernatural. But most of all, the stellar points of this story are the characters. Be it Arsalan, Daryun, Narcissus, Give, Elam, Alfred, Hilmes, or is it Hermes, right? It's they pronounce that the Japanese characters pronounce it as Hilmes, so I'll keep it as Hilmes. If it's not, do correct me, because that's a really confusing thing, because I watched it in with subtitles and subtitles mention Hilmes. Yeah. These characters, they are really amazing, and not just them, really every character, every secondary character, every bystander, they are well placed, they are dynamic, they are definitely not one dimensional, they are multifaceted, they have their own secrets, they have their own quirks, they have their own usefulness, and the plot utilizes every one of them to the fullest. And I really like that about this anime, because it makes you root for its characters, and in my book, that's definitely a win. Of course, all of that paired beautifully with the gorgeous artwork. The seiyus are the Japanese what we call voice actors in Japan. Maybe it's mostly centered around the anime industry, I don't know, but that's what you call the voice actors in Japan. And the soundtrack, the haunting, the intense soundtrack that accompanies all the scenes, very beautifully done. Of course, it's not that intense like season 1 was. Season 1 had beautiful, it had much better artwork, it had much more dramatic artwork, which we see a little bit lack of in this season. Maybe they didn't have that much budget, sucks to be them, but I did enjoy it and I loved every second of it. Of course, it doesn't hurt that the opening and the ending themes were sung by fan favorites Air Aoi and Kalafina. I liked both of them. I liked both their groups. I liked their songs. So what, I don't understand their meaning. I do like them. Anyway, that's besides the point. Again, I'm veering off point here again. Arslan Senki, Fuujin Ranbu, season 2, of course, was amazing. I definitely recommend it. People go see it, download it, watch it, live stream it, whatever you do, do see it. See both the seasons, and as I already mentioned, see the old OVA series as well if you can get your hands on it, because this series is amazing and it warrants us at least one watch. And really, of course, the most important part, do go down, like, comment, share, subscribe. Please do that. We like it when you do that. Well, I personally like it when you do that. it means you are watching my videos and appreciating my effort, or more like how I'm developing. I do hope I'm developing. Well, that's that, and do wait for my next video, which will be my review for the anime Basilisk. It's a retelling of Romeo and Juliet, prehistoric, more like historic Japan centered, and more bloodthirsty than Romeo and Juliet is really. So till then, enjoy and do comment, like, please, and subscribe as well. Do that, do that, do that, do that, do that.